your sleep.
That
On. What happened? Why is that sound still going, Jack? Oh, it's your phones. Get your phones off. Or mute them. Anyways, it's a live show. This is episode 740. We are live, and Carmen doesn't have her headset on. No worries. We'll survive with or without her. Obviously, why is that sound still going, Jack? What's going on now? Oh, it's your phones. Get your phones off. Is that? Oh, it's me. My bad.
Well done, Dave.
It was me the whole time. I'm blaming them. It was me. I had it on. With YouTube, I'll switch screens and YouTube usually goes away. Now it goes small into a corner. I didn't even see it. My eyes are jacked up. Welcome to episode 740. Here with me is Carmen Esnal and Coach John, Coach Gio, all with AZGK. But before we talk to them, we have a sponsor. Looking to boost your business leads and sales with expert marketing automation? BotsGuide.com has you covered. They specialize in automating social media, emails, text, and website tasks so you can focus on growth, say goodbye to manual tasks, and hello to increase efficiency, customer engagement, and revenue growth. Check out BotsGuide.com now to learn more. And AZGK, what's up? So, Coach Carmen, you're with us. You're also with Phoenix College. You're also with Millennium High School. You're all over the place. And PSG, apparently you're growing into that craziness over there. But how are you?
Hi, Dave. Thank you for having us. I'm doing well. And yourself?
Well, I'm doing great. Introduce your staff.
With me today, we have Coach Gio and Coach John. They've been with me for almost 5 years now, almost since I started AZGK, probably a year after they came along and joined me on this project that it all started with just me being able to provide goalkeeping to the state of Arizona. I'm
so sorry. I jacked up I forgot to fix that. So it's going to always be swiveling away. My bad.
Okay.
Well,
it works.
It's a live show. And speaking of a live show, comment if you have any questions for anyone from AZGK, myself, or El Rohkoh is back. Yeah, you forgot your bit.
Yes, Rohkoh.
So El Rohkoh is back in studio. Why? Summertime. No high school tomorrow. It's at 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time kind of thing. And by the time we get home and everything from our studio, it'll be like 10 o'clock and Jack has to go to bed, but not tonight. Well, maybe you have court tomorrow. Jack's going to court to appear in front of a judge. And depending what kind of judge it is, we may get it dismissed. I don't know. Comment. Let us know. Will we win tomorrow? Against, we have a cop, John. Okay. All right. So, John,
we'll get to goalkeeping after.
Retired cop.
No, goalkeeping later. So, John's a retired cop. But, all right. So, we have some questions. All right. So, Jack got in a wreck. So, John, first tell us, where'd you serve and how many years, blah, blah, blah.
I did 27 years at Glendale PD, retired as a sergeant.
27, that's more than you needed to do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was great.
All right. Awesome. Glendale.
Yeah. The whole time.
27 years. In your 27 years, didn't Glendale just get
bigger and bigger?
Bigger and bigger.
Two
stadium.
Super Bowls, the arena, the stadium.
Did you have to work the Super Bowls?
I actually planned the very first one.
Really?
Yeah, I was on the planning committee that took it from the ground all the way up to the final day.
Did you get like behind the scenes and all that stuff?
Oh, yeah. On the field, we went to Miami to the Super Bowl to get ready for
get ready?
Yeah.
Oh, geez. How cool.
Yeah,
that's really cool. All right. Now let's talk about what really matters. Sorry, AZGK. It's a cop thing. So Jack's going to court tomorrow. All right. So this is what happened. Jack made a left-hand turn going into the church right across the street from Estrella Community College. So, which is not in the intersection, but that's Thomas and Dysart, right, Jack? Thomas and Dysart. So he's making a left-hand turn about 400 yards away from the intersection, makes a left-hand turn, gets hit in the side of the car. So Jack's fault. It was that rainy day. We don't think the car that hit him had lights on, but doesn't matter. We got cited for making an illegal left-hand turn. But they cited us making an illegal left-hand turn in an intersection, which is a whole different animal. Yeah. So they coded it as an illegal left-hand turn in the intersection. So the of Dysart and Thomas, when we weren't there, we were turning into the church, which is 400 yards away from the intersection. Second thing was they wrote down the address of being in Avondale, but we're in Goodyear. So wrong jurisdiction. And then what was the third thing, Jack? No, wrong location and all that. So anyways, I used ChatGPT to produce a, I talked to my cop friends. They're like, oh, I talked to Miyazato, or is it Miyazato? I always forget. Miyazato, who's still serving. He goes, yeah, that's all jacked up. I talked to Kenny Laird, who was homicide city of Phoenix for 18 years. And they're like, yeah, it could get dismissed or thrown to Goodyear where we're supposed to be. I don't know. What chances do you think I have, John?
I think you have a pretty good chance. I mean, it's the wrong city. They literally cited you into the wrong city. Is that what I'm...
Yeah. So wrong jurisdiction.
So they could recite it, but most likely dismiss it. And then the wrong location. I see the intersection because he's turning into something from one street into another. I can see the intersection part, but if it's not in that intersection of Dysart and Camelback, or Dysart and Thomas, sorry.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'd say you probably have a decent chance.
Yeah. We have a whole letter of dismissal and then pictures of where it was and all that, and hopefully it gets thrown out. So we might have a shot, Jack. Comment. Let us know. Do we have a shot? Will Jack win? Will he avoid increase our insurances through the freaking roof? It's already going through the roof. Anyways, Jack owes us $10,000. By the way, he can help with the goalkeeping academy. He can shoot for you. He owes me $9,852 is left what he owes.
Working on it.
Yeah, he hasn't worked that hard. Anyways, okay, sorry about that. But, it's not like, dealing with...
you can come work for us.
Yeah, you can.
Rohkoh. Our job is to stop your shots.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah. And speaking of stopping shots, we're not going to be talking about Megan Rapinoe today because she's not allowed to be on the show because Megan's back. Megan Rapinoe's back. So, I think she'll come on. There she is. I'm back. Where is she? That was bad, Jack. We practiced that. Flip. Hey, bring her back. I want to lay her out this time. Give me in a good spot where I can lay her out. What happened? Oh, she's still on it. Dude, grab. Oh, there she is. Ready? I'm gonna punch her right there and make her go away. Ready? Boom. Yes, that was a good one. Megan Rapinoe, usually appearing on the show every Sunday, 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Subscribe to YouTube, the Coach Cameron Soccer Podcast Show. Like this show, hit the notification bell so you know when we're on live because sometimes we get disconnected. Anyways, enough about that. Let's talk about AZGK. So AZGK has some camps coming up. Let's cover that before I forget.
So we have summer trainings. We are providing 2 different blocks.
We have overlays
in the summer. So we're doing our June block, which is our first block for the summer, which started last Thursday, and we go every Tuesday and Thursday from 6:30 to 8.
So if they missed the first one, do they get prorated or how's that work?
So the way that it works, if they can't make all of the sessions, I provided a rate per session. And if they want to join the block, they can join the block, which is a lot cheaper.
Okay. And how many goalkeepers are typically there?
So we have about 18 goalkeepers at the moment. So that's 6 goalkeepers per coach. And then we have also some coaches that are joining us from our college keepers that we have. So our numbers are pretty low. So it's like about 3 to 4 goalkeepers per coach.
Oh, good. Not for you, but good for the keepers.
Yes.
Good ratio. Did you put the July overlay? Okay, so the June, July, held at Phoenix College, and if you want to get, how do you sign up?
So we do have a Google form. They can go into our Instagram page, and they can click on the form, and they just send all of the information, and then we can provide them with everything else that they need. Okay.
Well, if you're interested, comment. We'll grab your information and make sure AZGK gets hold of you ASAP because the next session is Tuesday.
Correct.
here at Phoenix College.
Tuesday at 6:30.
Yep. It'll be held on the practice field, which is just next to the softball stadium. There's parking right there, bathrooms right there. Has everything you need
It's
over
right
there.
on 15th Avenue and Flower Street. I
Yeah.
think it's that south.
And we have another light. We have a 5th light now, so we have lights.
No, it's awesome.
More lights than we did before. So, yes. So, all right. We got that covered. All right. So, let's talk about a little bit AZGK. How did you guys find each other?
So I started AZGK in 2016 when I was actually coaching at Glendale Community College. Some of the goalkeepers that I coach at Glendale.
That's a how dare you. Hit it.
How dare you?
Thank you.
They kind of wanted to continue to stay in touch with me and train throughout the off season. So I started training them off season, and the idea just kind of came along. A lot of the other younger keepers wanted to continue to develop their skills. So it just came to the idea that I wanted to provide the training that I wish I had when I was younger. So AZGK just kind of started evolving from there. I met Coach John through Coach Brian Farling, which he was over at FC Challenge at the moment. We kind of met, and I went to go.
Isn't Brian coaching again?
Possibly.
I heard he
might be-
was.
Yeah, he might be coming.
PSG?
Making a comeback. Yeah.
Oh, good. Come back, Brian. We miss you.
Yes. So that's exciting. So I made it through Coach Brian Farling. We met with Coach John. We started doing the goalkeeping for FC Challenge on the West Valley then, and that's kind of how our friendship started since then. And then Gio, we actually met since college over at South. We played 2 years at South, and then
That's another how dare you. Everything but PC. Jeez Louise.
and then he went on to play out of state, and I just kind of stayed in state and played at GCU.
Where'd you play, Gio? Where'd you go?
At Lindenwood University in Illinois.
Oh, see, there's something wrong with this mic. I like to apologize in advance. I need to buy another cord. My bad. So that mic might come in and out. So you might have to speak slower in that one. I'm not sure. Or bring it nice and tight.
A little bit louder, a little
There
bit
you go.
slower.
Perfect.
Okay, great.
No, that's really good.
So you went to Linwood?
Lindenwood.
Lindenwood.
Yeah, it's southern Illinois.
Oh,
Kind of
cold.
Starting, yeah. It's humid in summer. So,
Gio, did you go to high school here?
Tempe High, yeah,
Tempe High, then to South, which is close.
exactly. So Tempe High, South Mountain, and then I went out of state.
Okay. What year were you at South?
2007, 2009.
2007 to 2000. Who's the coach at the time?
Mark Wilson was
I-
the main coach.
I love Mark. Mark is the most successful coach in the modern day at South. I remember he just stacked
yeah.
all those players
Oh,
and
yeah.
just kept them around and then unveiled them,
The
and they won
only-
like 13 games.
The only 2 years is when the women's and the men's actually had a chance over at South.
Yeah.
I dare to say we probably still have the best record for
Yeah.
South.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Were you on that team that had like 12 or 13 wins?
Yeah.
That was amazing, considering what South has been
Yeah.
before and after.
And after,
Right.
yeah. 100%.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you guys beat us too. You know what's crazy? South Mountain is beating PC. Gateway is beating PC. But not Glendale. Even
No, I think we did.
I know.
once. Yeah, we did.
So Dan
I was
Littlefield beat
coaching
us,
then.
but they had a forfeit because I was a little evildoer looking for info. And then, the player of the year. But we didn't try to win that one, so that didn't even count
That's okay.
because we're resting Rio.
But now I'm here. I came to
Oh,
this side.
thanks. I wanted Salamani on our team. He should have
Oh,
been.
Yeah.
Jeez Louise. What a waste of talent.
He did well for us.
Of course he did. Anyways, I'm just bitter.
I know you are.
Glendale.
That's why I'm here.
All right, you got one win, but it doesn't count because we didn't try to win because it didn't change anything. It had to rest Rio Sugahara, the player of the year. So shut up. Anyways. All right. Well, let's talk about goalkeeping. So we have some cool videos, by the way, coming up. We have Renee, who?
Higuita.
Higuita.
Comment. Do you know who that is? Greatest goalkeeper of all time, according to me.
According to you.
Scored a lot of goals. A lot more than a lot of field players. He's the one that is known for this. Was it scorpion save?
The scorpion kick, yeah.
And we'll show you that. And we also have the top 10 saves.
Saves. Yep.
Let's go through it right now in this new segment of All Ball Goalkeeper Edition. No. Yeah, throw it in. You can do it, Jack. Jack hasn't been here in a while. And there you go. All right. So let's go to the top 10 goalkeeper saves. Let's just kind of roll through it, and we'll stop it if needed. All right. So 10 most insane saves from goalkeepers. Good save. Wow.
Triple save.
Wow.
Yeah.
These are all like reaction saves. Oh, I have so much to talk about. Oh, wow. Oh, goal line technology.
Off the line, yeah.
Jeez. Watch him get up and just stand. Oh, that's USA.
Hey, there you go.
Oh, there you go.
That's what made him famous forever. That was a World Cup. England. Look how he stays on his feet. That's insane. What? How?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Rohkoh on the
Hey.
screen.
So, hey, Rohkoh. Hey, hit play again on that. Hit the
It's on me now.
go top 10 again.
It's on.
Well, do it. And then you can't find the video at all?
I don't know where it went. Oh wait, hold on.
No. Go back to it. Oh no. You broke the frickin' thing. Add animated overlay play. There you go. Okay.
There you go.
Jeez, you almost broke the show. Okay, so not this one. That's just a reaction save.
Triple.
Jeez.
Great reaction.
All right, stop it there, Jack. Well, you have to hit the pause button. You can move that thing around. All right, let's talk about the triple save. Who was that?
General Black.
Atletico Madrid.
Madrid.
Okay. So what do you do with AZGK or whatever to be able to teach keepers to behave in that fashion? So let's describe that play again, and Jack, see if you can replay that whole segment of the triple save. So what happened? Why is it you're pulling aside like you're like some superstar? You can go to the top 10. Why are we over here? Get that off. Sorry, Jack. I love you as a son. X that out. Go to the top 10 goalkeeper saves. You lost it?
Just look, I'm on it right now.
Oh, wow. Oh, you botched it. Okay.
Drag it back in.
Okay. All right. Good. Wait, it's a live show every Sunday, 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So let's, when we get to the triple save,
There it is.
here it is too. All right. Okay, pause it. So what drills do you guys do to kind of almost look like a drill?
So all of our training is based on dynamic movements and stuff. So our biggest emphasis is footwork and positioning. So we do train a lot of our footwork and positioning. We try to provide the kids with the understanding of where they are and the goal at all times so that they have the ability to be able to react and find their positioning as they're making the saves. And we also try to provide an intensity that makes the game realistic for them to be able to react to those saves especially. So
John, how'd you get into goalkeeping? I played against you in indoor.
Yeah, we did. A lot.
Yeah.
So I was a defenseman, and I would tease our goalkeeper about how bad he was. And the coach finally said, "You go in." And so I went in.
Grew a love from there. You did really good in indoor.
Yeah, I was blessed. I loved my last few years, right?
Yeah, that's the last time I played indoor was
Yeah.
in that league.
Yeah.
And what was the most interesting thing about the team I played on?
Oh, you guys had some brilliant talent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you notice I was the only white person on the team?
Oh, yeah.
They only spoke Spanish, and I don't speak Spanish. I need to. I'm trying to do dual lingo or whatever, but they charge you, so I'm not. I won't.
It's okay. I'll
But-
teach you some.
All right,
I've
so
been
you-
asking her to teach me for a while.
From watching you play indoor, it looks like you grew up playing as a goalkeeper. You kind of self-taught.
Yep, self-taught. I finally met through soccer camps a gentleman that tried to help me as much as he could. Followed him until I went to college, and then he actually was in California when I went there and moved back. So just kind of did my own thing. Just had to teach myself how to play. There
And-
wasn't much coaching back then.
Yeah. at all, especially when we get to Renee. No one coached that guy.
No.
That guy's a natural.
Yep.
That guy's
His
he
athleticism
could do
is another
everything.
level.
He seems like, well, we'll talk about him later. But Gio, you've been working with Carmen for 5 years, but known each other forever? Or has he been with you since the beginning?
No, he actually came along afterwards once I started. I started AZGK in 2016, and I kind of did just my own thing for a couple of years, and then they came along, and it was pretty fun.
And Carmen buys you pizza. I've seen.
It's in the contract.
It's in the contract.
Yes.
Must have.
Meals provided.
Yeah, meals provided.
Meals provided.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ran into AZGK being treated by Carmen at what restaurant?
Which one?
The pizza joint right by my house, our house.
I don't remember.
By Dysart Road and
We were there. Yeah,
Camelback. What's
Is it Barrows?
Barrows.
Yeah,
Barrows, I think,
Barrows
yeah.
Pizza.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Barrows Pizza.
I just go Barrows now just for the dough to put it on my pizza. That's it. But so Gio, what's your most favorite thing about AZGK?
Definitely the culture, the principles that we bring in. So definitely, we love the sport. We love the position. We have a
This
passion for
mic
teaching.
sucks. I feel so bad.
I can hear
It's
myself
not
in
your
and out,
fault.
so.
It's not your fault.
Gio, talk right at it.
Well,
Right.
it's this freaking cord or the machine. I don't know.
So let me try again. I guess.
There you go.
That's better.
Yeah.
Great. So yeah, definitely the culture, the passion, obviously for the game, for the position. So that's one of my favorite. Coach Carmen and I definitely go along. We have the same mentality, the same system. Sorry. So we try to bring that out to our players. So that's definitely my favorite part that we work together so well. With Coach John as well.
How many hugs has Carmen given you?
Too many.
Too many?
Never
That's
too
my
many.
favorite. That's my favorite. Never too many.
So
though.
Carmen's a big hugger.
Yes.
I don't hug until I met Carmen, but
And then
I just take the hugs for the back crack. I just will squeeze harder.
Bear
So,
hugs. Yeah.
I feel so bad. We've been talking about AZGK and all this, and we have this monster in between you.
Yeah.
Who's this?
One of our trainees, Mr. Timothy Pompa, TJ Pompa.
Could they hear me or not?
Yeah.
They can actually hear you. So if you
Yeah,
can
that
actually talk
mic
to
goes
Coach John.
everywhere.
Oh, all right.
Yeah,
was a good one.
don't grab at the cord. I'm afraid I'm gonna break another flipping mic.
Okay.
You're good.
What do I
Good,
say?
right there.
Go
You say
ahead.
whatever.
Tell us who you are.
Yeah.
Tell us your experience with AZGK Performance.
Oh, well, yeah, my name is TJ Pompa. How long have I been training?
How long have you been training with me? When was it?
Since,
you were
like,
at
West Valley.
2000 and what? Yeah. Oh, yeah. West Valley. Mm-hmm.
So-
That's a long time. Well, how old were you then?
Yeah, probably like 4 or 5
5.
years.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just been the culture. The culture it's always been amazing. That atmosphere, everybody's just always positive and nice, and like it makes the training.
How do you feel that
fun.
we challenge you at trainings?
I like it a lot. I know, like, a lot of people, they get like scared or stuff when they get challenged at trainings, but I think it pushes you, and I like it a lot more.
So TJ, you know the story about TJ. I think his mom got upset. TJ cried for days or something like that because I made him play goalkeeper.
Oh no, I
Wait,
didn't know
what?
that part.
That's not true.
Well, your mom was upset
I just know
then.
the story
Where's my
about him
mom?
being a baseball player and then wanted to
Yeah.
do baseball and not soccer. But
Well, he's always kind of on the verge, But no, TJ, I started putting TJ in goal, and I'm like, he's gonna be a goalkeeper, not a field player. And I do that purely on genetics. His dad's 6'6", played Division I football, linebacker. Yeah, go play forward, Messi. No, he keeps growing. How tall are you now?
I'm 6'1".
6'1", that's it?
Yeah, like 6'1" and a little bit more.
And a little bit more.
6'2" though.
6'2" coming up.
Yeah, he could be
Load-
6'6",
6'2"
6'7". He keeps growing. He's a sophomore at Millennium High School. Plays for MLS. CCV. So, anyways, it's always different. So, yeah, TJ's mom played here at PC. Did you know that?
Oh, I didn't know
She's
that.
an alumni.
Wow.
Yeah,
I did not know that.
and her her husband, your father, played at a disgusting school called Glendale.
A little bit.
And then where'd he go? Cal?
Yeah, he went to Berkeley.
Cal Berkeley. He's very smart. And they're so
That's
smart,
awesome.
they only had 2 kids. I have 4. It's not good. Anyways.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah. So goalkeeping. So I want to let's get to the Renee
Higuita.
highlights. Check this out. If you don't know who he is, you're crazy. Now you do. All right. So unbelievable field player. So you guys are goalkeepers. Talk this out. What are we looking at here? Tell us a little bit. What do you know about him?
He's so good on and off the field. He's probably one of the first ones who brought up a sweeper keeper. If he may. I mean, he took way that out of context, in my opinion. But definitely one of those guys that was so comfortable out of the box. It was just almost, unbelievable. So
It's crazy. Like, so there's a sweeper.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think he was one of the keepers that started the evolution of those keepers being able to play the high line, and it showed how beneficial it was for the teams to be able to build up and be able to build their attack from the back up.
And he could sell fouls. Like
Like a champ. His athleticism was just
Oh my
another
gosh.
level, I think. It was just amazing to watch him overall as an athlete, not just as a goalkeeper.
I wonder
His
how did he get away
his
with this?
mindset and just the fearless self-talk he had, he was just amazing on the field. I mean, he got away with so many things on the field.
I bet he was like very connected with
YOLO.
Escobar. Don't mess with me. I do whatever I want.
Yes.
Or Juan will come say hello.
Yeah.
Look at this.
yeah,
See ya.
Times
the
so different,
flip? You don't see this. You see this
No.
maybe in like youth soccer. Look at that. What the flip? That's a weird roll.
Yeah.
It's like, there you go. Grenade.
There you go. Have it.
Oh.
Yeah, no, he was just
He's
amazing.
just a great athlete.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine your keeper goes out to half of the field with the ball. I would be going crazy as a coach.
TJ says he can do it.
Yeah.
It's a huge advantage if
Yeah, you gain
If-
you gain another player on your attack, being able to have the high line.
what a save.
I mean, what is that? That's what how much the game has evolved. I think. Now
He's-
you look at Ederson, from Man City,
Mhm.
playing with his feet, and it's so great to see. It's almost amazing. But then you see this guy that is actually willing to step out into like almost half a field.
But he did it during a time when no other goalkeeper was
No
doing
other
it.
goalkeeper.
Right.
would.
Way
Right,
ahead.
So that's
Even
what I'm saying.
think
He was
about it,
such a
yeah.
pioneer.
Look at
for
him.
that. It's so comfortable.
What are you
Look at him.
doing?
Yeah, just
Where are you going?
See ya.
Foul.
Yep.
Card.
And we play it from there.
There
40,
it is.
45 yards.
And that's a big game. Look at the crowd. This isn't just like Sunday League pickup. Unbelievable. Look at this. I remember coaching TJ when we first with
Were you
TJ
trying to
Jack.
teach him the scorpion kick?
Of course. No, but I made them
That's
play
where
with
he
their
gets his
feet.
craziness.
I always made them come out of their box. I would never let them stay in. I'd yell at them if they stayed in their box.
No,
Get out of your box. We're about to score on the other side.
it's essential to learn to stay aligned and connected with your back line to provide that support.
So that's him taking a penalty kick,
yeah.
which is, golly.
You know what's funny? That some of the goalkeepers are probably the best PK takers. You have
Look
Javier taking free kicks as well.
He struck that ball hard.
All power. Make sure he sealed that.
Oh, there he
Free
is.
There you
kicks.
go, free
Yeah.
kick.
That's against.
That's my favorite. I actually just scored a PK at the Mundialito about a month ago. Thank
Oh,
you.
nice.
Oh my gosh. Look at those. They have to be so frustrated. Never seeing that. Okay, the goalkeeper's taking the free kick. We're going to counter them.
Counter, yeah.
We get scored on. Look at this.
It just shows like the level of confidence and how much if you have that right mindset, how much you can accomplish with the right mindset.
And now he's in the goal. And watch how he stays on the line. It's like he knew what the rules are today.
Today, he was
Look, he
like,
stays
way
on the
advanced.
line on this. Look, he doesn't break the.
Yeah.
That's a save. And today,
Mm-hmm.
he's an alien. Or
Possibly.
Back to the Future technology kind of thing. I'm gonna go back in time. Another PK. Look at him. Let's see if he stays on the line.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He stays on the line.
on the line on all his saves. Yeah.
When you're allowed to come up like 4 steps. Back then.
Back then, yeah.
Golly. Jeez. Look at this. Here he goes again. So parents watching. The game, I know this is a long time ago, but the game is evolving. Maybe not to this degree. But you better have this kind of confidence. That's it, Jack.
Yes.
So crazy. So let's talk about confidence. How do you develop a goalkeeper's confidence with their feet?
I think for the most part is a lot of repetitions, muscle memory, teaching them the proper technique. I mean, technique. You always even say a technique matters. So making sure that we emphasize that proper technique throughout the repetitions, because a lot of times, a lot of kids go through a session and they might be doing something right and they don't tell them what they're doing wrong. So we constantly try to fix the mistakes that they're making so that they learn, or at least they hear it all the time, so that they can start adjusting to what they need to do right. So just finding that consistency on what we want to see from them.
So I'm at Surf Cup.
Okay.
And TJ and Jack are playing for Excel at the time, and they have like no subs. They have a goalkeeper sub. And TJ's like, probably begging to play goal forever. So TJ, was that your first goal you scored in club? Like in a while since you were a kid, like U7. So TJ gets put in goal at Surf Cup and scores in the first 5 minutes. Should have scored. You missed one, and then you got it again and scored.
And you gotta think about it. A lot of times when goalkeepers are taken out of that box, we are so used to seeing forwards. So a lot of times we're able to read what the goalkeeper is thinking. So we do have an advantage over what we have in front of us to be able to take that advantage over the goalkeepers too.
And TJ's technical.
Mm-hmm.
He, but for whatever reason, like he's a goalkeeper now, he's thinking he's not good with his feet, which is not true, because I dribbled the living crap out of him for years. And I'm sure he hated it. I don't know when you started coming around. So with Jack, well, I don't even know, U6, U7, U8. We didn't play ever. We dribbled. Over and over and again. The whole Santos method. And we had no goalkeeping training. We rotated whomever, and we just dribbled the living daylights out of those kids. But TJ ended up scoring. Did you score 2 goals in the first game?
I scored 1 each game.
He scored 1 in each game.
And then from there, he thought he could become a 9.
Right.
And they were like game winners, right? Yeah. And then you had how many assists did you have?
I think 2.
He thinks he had 2 or 3.
No, I think it was 2.
You gotta be louder.
2. I think I had 2 assists.
Yeah, 2 assists.
2 goals,
He was like
3 goals.
He was like the top.
Oh, so sorry. 3 goals, 2 assists.
He was the top goalkeeper and the top offensive talent in Surf Cup. No offense, Jack. So. Wah, wah, wah. Wake up, man. All right. So, Carmen, AZGK, how important is it for the club when your goalkeepers that you're training are released back to the club? How important is it for them to actually get game touches in the game?
Personally, I think as a goalkeeper, you don't just have to be a goalkeeper. You also have to be a soccer player. So being able to get as many touches as you can on the ball with your feet, it's just as essential as you getting your repetitions with your hands.
And John and Gio, what's up with the goalkeepers that are scared to talk? Like, how do you get them out from not directing traffic and not speaking and gaining confidence being loud?
Big example right here, right?
Yeah.
When we met TJ, he was a little bit too shy, but I think you had to build that connection, and not just with you as a coach, because you're not gonna be there throughout the whole game, but get him get him comfortable within that area, within his comfortable, which should be the goal. Obviously, it should be the box. So once you get him out comfortable there, I think you just have to trust him that he's gonna take it out into the field and again be more talkative, have that leadership, have that confidence, his touch, his handling, reading the game. So I think we're gonna have to tie it all up by building a stronger relationship with the player.
So, John, what did you guys? Do you use any? You're a cop. You have to have command. So, anything specific that you would tell them?
Yeah, I talk about that all the time about having that command presence. But to kind of like with TJ, we talk about not knowing what to say, and so a lot of times it's teaching them what to say in that position and at that moment in time, and that really helps them too to get out of that. They just don't know what to tell a defensive player or where the midfielder is or anything like that, so they don't say anything. So getting them to know the right thing. And yeah, the whole command presence has to be there as a keeper. You have to own that box and own your position.
Anything else on that, Carmen?
Yeah, no, as I agree. When it comes to the communication from a goalkeeper perspective, you want to be very direct, you want to be very specific, and you want to be loud. You want to make sure that you communicate more than once what you're trying to say so that your teammates understand what you need. And as a goalkeeper, if you're able to have that communication with your back line, it only makes your job a lot easier because you're able to see things before they happen. If you as a goalkeeper are engaged in the game to a level where you're able to identify moments that can be prevented, it just makes your team a lot more successful.
So, Carmen, let's start name dropping. Who is AZGK have had in their academy, the high level ones?
So you have Stephanie Barreras, which is playing at the Liga Mexicana, and she's right now playing in the final. So they have their game tomorrow night.
And she was also on the Mexican national team, and she played in the U20 World Cup.
Correct.
Yeah, she played against the U.S.
Yes.
She was in that goal. They lost 2-1 or 2-0.
I think it was 2-1.
2-1.
I believe.
Anyways.
I could be wrong.
And she's playing when?
She plays tomorrow night against America in Ciudad de Mexico.
And she plays for who again? Tuzos?
Pachuca's Tuzos, yeah.
In Club America. They get big crowds from the pictures I've seen.
So the final will be at the Azteca Stadium.
Oh, wow.
So that's going to be pretty awesome to watch. So if you guys have time, make sure you guys follow, log in.
Who else?
You also have Fernando Delgado. He's playing at the MLS level or USL level with Real Monarchs in Utah. We've also had several UPSL players. Derek, Tony. We have a lot of different semi pro players as well as indoor players, and then all of our college keepers that we've had too.
What about Chino?
Chino, he just got done playing at the TST.
Yeah.
7v7. What an experience.
$77 million tournament.
For $1 million. That's really cool.
Yeah.
I mean, it was pretty cool.
I don't really know how that works. How do you even get in that thing?
I don't know. You have to be invited.
You have to be invited, so you have to I know they had Ryan Reynolds got in with his team.
A lot of celebrities too, so
yeah,
it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool to watch and follow.
So yeah, Chino got selected from the English Premier League, Wolverhampton Wolves, who come here yearly and do a tryout. They've selected 2 PC players in 2 years. You had
Gallo and Chino.
Gallo and Chino, both from PC. Out of 4, 2 are PC. 50% success rate. That's awesome. Which is awesome. Yeah, and they got all expenses paid. They gave them shoes, they gave them everything they needed, and they got to be. And it was packed.
Oh yeah, and the amount of celebrities that were out around there, like even like non-soccer related, it was pretty amazing to watch.
What about field players that come and shoot on the goalkeepers? What famous players have you had out?
We've had Richie Ledesma. He's playing at PSV, but right now he's playing with the New York City FC.
Oh, he got loaned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he'll be going back after the summer.
Okay.
To PSV.
Yeah, Richie Ledesma, who grew up in the Tigres before going to Valpo, before going to Monarchs, and then PSV. Yeah. Crazy. Small world. Phoenix, Arizona. It's not small.
So much talent, yeah.
Ton of talent. Well, questions, Jack. Do we have any questions? What? Not one question? All right, there's 20 viewers right now. I want questions. We do put that overlay up again. The Goalkeeping Academy is here at Phoenix College Tuesday, Thursday in June. Tuesday, Thursday through July and August?
Yes.
Or it goes into August?
It goes into August, so
okay.
to like the first week.
Yeah, because you take the 4th of July week off.
Correct.
Yeah. And we have our futsal. I'm not doing the commercial for futsal because it's full. It's packed and busy.
We really had a very good first weekend. So excited to see all the rest of the teams come on.
I was on my cruise, on my freaking cruise, Alaskan cruise, chance of a
That's
lifetime.
awesome.
And I'm in my room the whole time, just emailing, texting everyone, your game time's this, because we had a lot of changes and stuff, making sure everyone knew their times and all that. And then, of course, Saturday morning comes, some team didn't show up. I'm like,
Yeah, we had
how?
one team that had a
But it was the 8 o'clock slot. I'm like,
Yeah. Everything's gonna go down.
Yeah,
Right. No,
so-
but it actually went really smooth.
thanks for solving it, because at 7 a.m. I got a text. I'm like, I need a whistle. What? You're a referee. I need a whistle. Oh, so-and-so didn't show up. And I was like, save me now. Like,
Just send them to me, Dave.
and then it went hour after hour, and I'm like, oh, no one's bothering me. Oh my gosh, we survived. And then Jet played with El Rohkoh.
With El Rohkoh.
So I contacted that other team, so they should be showing up. Comment, have a question for goalkeepers. Do you want to understand how do you get your son or daughter to grow 2 or 3 inches? It's called HEH. And we have it for you. We can help you out. But yeah, the one thing I would say, and I don't want Carmen to go nuts on this podcast or anything like this, but this is how I feel. If you are a youth coach, I don't care what level, U18 on down, if you don't incorporate your goalkeeper to receive the ball every game and be part of the system to develop them in that capacity, you are a horrible coach, and you're ruining the game of soccer. No offense, but you should be offended. And parents, you should mandate that. I remember when you had a TJ, I was with your mom on the sideline, and they called a PK against your team. I think you were Tuzos, and your mom's like, "Oh, come on, ref." I'm like, "Shush! Your son's getting a penalty kick. How rare is that? You should embrace that. You should want 5 PKs a game, Mom." But now she understands. You need as many penalty kicks as possible. Yeah. Everyone's so concerned about winning. And I get it. It's that human kind of thing. But, man, you want every repetition you can get. And you poor AZGK. AZGK, get there as soon as possible. Get the repetition you need. And just all you have to do is ask some questions. AZGK is the most respected goalkeeper academy or performance institute or whatever what are we calling it?
So it's AZGK Performance.
I call it academy, but go ahead.
Okay, yeah, we'll take it.
AZGK Performance. Any questions? Oh, we got finally.
Oh, let's hear 'em.
Can't go a podcast without a question. All right, what's the first question?
Is Tony still a coach?
Is Tony?
So Tony is currently busy working a full-time job, but he is still part of our family. So he comes and goes with our coaching staff. Yes.
All right. Second question.
Once an AZGK, will always be an AZGK.
Are youth clubs helping players become better goalkeepers? Most seem to offer 1 or 2 training days for an hour, including in your club fees,
which does not amount to much. So CL34 says, are youth clubs helping players become better goalkeepers? Question. Most seem to offer 1 or 2 training days for an hour included in your club fees, which does not amount to much, he says. Careful, Carmen. Don't tick off the club world. I'll do it for you.
Not a chance. To be honest, I think this is where you find a coach that fits what you're trying to accomplish. This is where you got to ask yourself, why are you doing what you're doing? And I think the training for goalkeeping is very specific. So them getting those goalkeeping sessions are essential for their success. But it also matters what they do with their team, just like we've been talking about. So finding a coach that fits who you are as a player and what you're trying to accomplish is crucial to continue that success.
I think a lot has to do with, like, okay, you have goalkeeping coach. Okay, we're going to give you 2 twice a week, and then your team's going twice. But if the goalkeeping is the same time as team training, I find that a little bit weird. It needs to be incorporated in some capacity. And I get, there's limited time and space, but I would say the same thing with don't choose a club, choose a goalkeeper coach. That would be ideal. Any other questions? There we go. Happy birthday, Jet. Wow.
You know what was said at TST for West Ham to walk out and Dallas was kicked out?
Oh, do you know what was said at TST, the 7-on-7, for West Ham to walk out and Dallas was kicked out? What happened?
Oh, I don't know.
Something happened. No one knows?
Something happens. We'll find out. We'll do some research. We had a couple players over there, so we'll
So
definitely hear about it.
I think it was kind of, I'm not sure, but my guess is because they came up this whole statement, we're investigating all this. So someone said a slur and someone got offended. You know what? No one came to my defense when I got called honky. No one came to my defense when someone put a thumb up my rear end. You know, that's disgusting. But
Part of the game, right?
no, it's not. It's gross. But
Get you off your game.
I wonder what happened.
However I can.
Comment, do you know what happened? Let us know. And then Carlos Flores says, happy birthday to Jet. Jet's birthday is tomorrow.
Tomorrow, so happy early birthday.
Gemini, Two-Face. And then my birthday, speaking of Two-Face, is June 6th.
June 6th.
I'm 48, I think.
Coming up.
Yeah, I think it is. No music, no nothing for that. No celebration. There we go.
There you go. We'll celebrate for you.
I feel like I'm 47. Too much information. I agree. Thumbs are disgusting. Yeah. So, yeah, you guys are pretty good. You guys are holding pretty decent viewership just on YouTube. I don't even know what the Twitter and Facebook is, but yeah. So, if you have any questions for us, TJ? You have any concerns? Therapy?
TJ, tell us about your trip coming up.
Oh yeah, you're going. Where are you going, TJ? Grab a mic.
Talk
Grab the good mic.
Talk about our high level
Where are you going?
keepers. Come on.
So I'm going to a professional trial at Defensa y Justicia, which is in Argentina. And so I leave June 24th, and I go to camp on June 25th with my Excel coach, Coach Striker. And he's gonna go with me to Argentina, and we're gonna stay there until July 1st is when I come back, and we'll see how it goes.
TJ, from a young goalkeeper perspective, how different do you think the goalkeeping in South America is from the U.S.?
The distribution is crazy different. You see a lot more side volleys there. That was the biggest difference that I saw, because here I've never really seen anybody do one, at least in a game.
We saw it at Nationals.
Nationals
Flip.
against a professional goalkeeper.
A goalkeeper that played fourth
was-
round at Champions League could side ball at 18-18, but go ahead. He's not from here.
Yeah, but so I went to go train with them, and I've never even attempted a side volley really before that. So they had me doing that, and it's kind of embarrassing. But
That's how we learn.
yeah, once I got back, I started.
It's an
working on it a
opportunity of
lot.
growth.
Yeah, but I would say that's the biggest difference is the distribution and the side volleys.
Okay.
Cesar would do it a lot.
Yeah.
He would just ping it. Like
So
40,
that's really good.
30, 40-yard pass. He's like, side ball.
Chino also has a
Chino.
good side volley as well.
Dude, Chino, I love his communication.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, so,
just the presence that he provides on the field, it helps the confidence on the team.
so Chino at the Wolves thing here, Jack was playing. I made him play with the Olders, and Chino's in goal and directing Jack, and a ball was coming up for a header, and Jack, tends to not head too well because it's kind of the last thing he's going to learn. And he's like, Jack, you better beep, 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 win that ball. And Jack, and he's like competing and battling. And shoot, who are you defending? That guy was 6'6", 6'7", from Yuma. Nice wonder.
Oh, the one you picked up?
I didn't pick him up yet. I offered him.
Oh, yeah. He's huge.
He's huge.
He's huge.
He was the top goal scorer in the state of Arizona
Was
from
he
Kofa.
Western? Oh, Kofa.
No, Kofa High School.
Oh, okay.
It's Jamie Nicewander's son.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So, anyways, but he was battling with him.
Wow.
Still couldn't win it, but at least he battled. So, hey, grab that video of Zeus and you. Did you see it? So, I can't teach Jack how to be a man. So I brought in Zeus. Oh, that's not it. So move the three screens right there. Just exit out. Yeah, exit out, and it's in there somewhere. The Zeus.
It's a video, right?
Yeah. Go, pull that stuff around. I think it's underneath one of those. And stay here. This is cool. Zeus is a human free. Would you stop? Am I going to have to come over there? Oh, my word. I have to leave. Go to Carmen. Talk to Carmen.
All right.
Carmen, ask questions. I'll get this vid- oh. Carmen, ask questions.
All right, Coach Joe and Coach John, we're going to take over the show. Let's talk about goalkeeping. What age do you guys think goalkeeping should start? Like the actual training.
I would start with 10 years.
10?
10-year-olds training, teaching the basics, just being comfortable in the box, knowing that it is a different position from the rest of them. It's not like playing defense. It's not like playing midfielder. So I was get them engaged at 10 years old.
At the age of 10? What do you think, Coach John?
Yeah, about that. I mean, the hand-eye coordination, I think, is just starting to get there. And being able to grab a bar, I mean, some of these kids have such tiny little hands, and the gloves and equipment doesn't really fit right. So, yeah, what's that, 10?
Probably 10. So a lot of parents, a lot of times they ask, oh, when do you think I should have my kids start training goalkeeping? So there's your answer. We recommend you probably start around 10 years old, just so that we can provide them the best of our training. I mean, our training at Academy is very high level. So we try to treat everybody the same way. We have some of our younger keepers train with the older keepers, just so that we can push them and develop them to the next level. So what do you think is the hardest thing to teach a goalkeeper starting from 10 years old? What are some of the opportunities of growth that we see right away at the young age?
Well, I think at a young age would be, obviously, as we know, we want to take them step by step, gradually into, being able to read the game. And so to keep it simple, I think it's more about knowing where you're at in the box, in your goal. So positional awareness is big as a young goalkeeper, because you tend to be all over the place. So to me, in a perfect scenario, we're not in the game, so we can't really mock that. We can't really mimic that. So I think teaching that while doing drills, doing training, is kind of one of the hardest things. Having them find the right positioning, that positional awareness.
The red dot comes.
Coach John?
I kind of say fear. I mean, it seems like they're so scared of hitting the ground. They're so scared of being hit by a bar that they're more in a defensive posture, and they're always like not wanting to catch the ball. They want to knock it down or something because they think it's going to hurt. But once you get that, they get past that. Oh, I can hit the ground. I'm not going to be injured. Then they just start developing, I feel.
Yeah, no, I think it's a balance of both of them. I think them understanding how to handle the ball, and then also having that special awareness is beneficial for them to be successful when the game comes. Because a lot of times, as young goalkeepers, they tend to kind of stand on the goal line, and they don't understand what coming off the goal line can help them close out angles, because they're just so young. Hi, Dave. Welcome back.
I found
it. The video.
I found it. All right, so put it in and make sure the audio's on. Boo. I think you just have to hold down longer. You can do it, Jack. Yes. Drop it in and unmute it. Unmute it.
Traditional American.
All right.
He would like to play in the Premier League, but this is what the Premier League looks like and feel like. So Jack's going to practice defending a superhuman on headers.
Pause it.
A superhuman.
Okay, so that's Zueda Kuro, a.k.a. Zeus.
Zoos.
And we
Love
found
him
in 67th in Virginia.
67th, yeah, 67th.
Craziest story.
Watch a game, I remember that.
A superhuman.
Yes.
And he was wearing a Mexico sweater. He's wearing he's size 15 feet or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And he's wearing some shoes that he found, because it's hard to find shoes in that size. And he couldn't kick the ball. And I'm like, nah.
He actually trained as a goalkeeper with us as well.
Yeah.
So it was actually pretty cool.
He's
just an overall athlete as well.
He's a freaky athlete. Oh my gosh. Anyways, his story is way too long. He ended up we just said, hey, Carmen's like, give me a chance with him. I'm like, okay, whatever. And then before we know it, he ends up starting for us, not only in goal, but on the field.
On the field.
Freak.
Mm-hmm.
It's another show. Anyways, so Zeus is, what is he, 195, he's only 5'10", 5'11", but he looks like he's like 6'4".
Yeah,
He's long,
tall.
but he is
super long.
strong. He's a freak. So here's Jack trying to defend him. Play.
Hey, Jet, you be camera guy.
He's a monster at handball.
You want to be goalie?
Oh yeah, handball. Oh, Jet's about to die. So this is our practice field. This is where AZGK is.
Yes.
This is where they train. And we can bring Zeus out if you want to deal with headers from Zeus. Watch Zeus just manhandle my poor kid. Oops. Fast forward. Yeah, let's. Oh no, just hit the. There we go. Okay. Okay, there. Let's see how he does. Oh no! All right, fast forward. Hit the 30-second thing. No, there's. Okay, you can do that. Okay.
You have to disrupt his run.
All right. Hold on to him. All right, go again. When he starts heading it. Okay, now Jack's going to try to deal with. Now Zeus is showing how to defend. And Zeus holds on to him. This is important to know, people.
Just hug him. You're not going anywhere.
Yeah, fast forward. Let's get back to Zeus heading. So the cool thing about Zeus is he actually showed. All right. Right. There we go. Right there. Leave it right there. See how he does. Watch him head it. Oh, good clearance, Jack. He's being nice. Fast forward. There's a time he just beats you down. Yay! So Jack's learning. Oh, go that one. That's where Jack almost dies. Oh. Hey, leave it. Leave it. Listen what Zeus says.
Coach Jet.
Jet's trying to tell him how to deal with this machine. Ah, Jet almost dies. Jet, are you okay? Where's Jet?
Jet, you going with the
Jet
ball?
is no longer in the goal.
There's a certain aggression that has to happen.
Especially if you know the guy has to go up, if possible, you have to do that.
He's all over him. It's kind of like handball too.
Yeah.
Dad,
All right.
help protect your camera before he
This
headers
is.
it.
Get out of here! All right, okay, back to the show. So I think it's the reason I show you that clip. I think it's very important. In addition to have coaching, you need to work with players. Like Zeus isn't a coach; he's actually a very good coach.
Yeah.
You should hire him. Zeus's ability to explain in detail and explain is very specific, very knowledgeable, and Zeus is all about understanding the body, how it works. So he's very fascinated about how it works. But to put my son against, that's Premier League strength.
Yeah.
That's EPL stuff.
Yeah.
It's different. So putting your kids in an environment that they're competing and learning with the highest level players, learning from your peers is very important. When I learned more when I played with the Thunder, the Sand Sharks, even at Phoenix College, even club ball, I learned a lot from players. Players taught me a ton just because they're able to have that one-on-one connection. I think that's what AZGK does too. It's that one-on-one connection.
Exactly.
In soccer, it tends to be more team-oriented versus that whole individualistic development. So I don't know. I thought, Jack, what did you learn the most from Zeus at that one point?
You gotta like get under the skin, kind of just like be on them. 'Cause I usually didn't do that. Like I wouldn't like be aggressive enough. So I started trying to do that more often.
It seemed like even him, we didn't get the video of it, but him when he headed the ball, he just went whoa and just drove through the ball. And we didn't have a good video for it, but he was just driving through that ball.
Engaged and committed, yeah.
And Jack would normally just kind of push it and, to redirect it versus go through it.
A lot of times what a lot of athletes forget is that they got to utilize that momentum that they build through the skill that they're applying.
Yeah.
So as soon as they execute the movement that they want, they kind of hold back, and that's where their strength and momentum kind of holds off.
Yeah. Any other questions? Yeah. All right. What do we got? All right. I'll read it. Do you spend any time on parental education? I find parents are making decisions about their children's future from a position of ignorance, looking for exposure or a winning team.
So I don't provide educational or individual classes to any parents, but I'm also available for them. So I love to mentor them. They all reach out. They all know that I'm available for them, and I will provide them with the help and guidance that I believe is best. But at the end of the day, is a decision that they make. I can only provide them with resources, guidance, and knowledge, and at the end, it's up to them what they do with it.
You know, John, I started this podcast, like when I made the decision to do it, was at Turney Park, or not Turney. What's that little park we're always training at by that school?
That's Turney Park.
Is that Turney Park?
Turney Park, yeah.
So at Turney Park, parents, Ingrid Miyazato asked me another flipping question. Sorry, Ingrid. Just I've heard it like 10 straight years of like, why do you do it that way? Why do you do that? Why are you only dribbling? Or whatever the question was. I'm like, So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to, every question I get from a parent, I'm going to put it on a podcast and send it to them. When I get the same question, I send them the podcast. That's how this started.
That's smart.
Yeah.
That's
And
cool.
you get the questions all the time.
It's the same.
I mean, especially with goalkeeping, parents don't know anything about it. So I don't know about these two, but it seems like everywhere I go or talk about goalkeeping, what about this? What about this? And parents just don't know.
Yeah. And they'll ask.
Yeah.
Until they get the answer they want. Any other questions? Well, you can find us on iHeartRadio, Spotify, YouTube, Twitter now, Facebook now. You can find us anywhere where podcasts are found. Be sure to like and subscribe to this podcast, especially on YouTube. That's my big promotion right now. I want YouTube. Like, subscribe. And people are asking, why aren't you on, what's the competitor YouTube now?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's, I forgot the name of it. What's that? No, I have it right here. Rumble. Yeah, I'm thinking about getting on Rumble. Who knows? But I'm on like 22 platforms. But like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when we're on live, which is every Sunday, 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. We're all Smash Megan Rapinoe and whoever else is in my way every Sunday. Thank you, AZGK. And sign up, Carmen, again.
For summer training.
Summer training. You can come Tuesday. What time? What were the age groups?
Tuesdays and Thursdays, 6:30 to 8. And then we separate them according to their age group and grade level.
Put the overlays up. All right. So what time again?
6:30 to 8 p.m.
6:30. Everyone comes same time.
Yes.
And then
we'll have different sessions.
Okay. And you can find Carmen. What's the best way to get a hold of AZGK?
You guys can find me on Instagram, or you can find my email or phone number on that flyer.
Yeah. So go Instagram, just literally hit AZGK Performance, and you'll find her. And I'll put a link on this podcast. If you're not listening to it live, it'll be in the notes below this YouTube channel. But thank you. Thank you so much, Gio, John, TJ, Carmen, and El Rojo. Thanks for coming back. We missed you. Love the hair, man. All right, we'll see you next Sunday, 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. We'll have Excel, Striker Aguilar, and who?
I'm not sure.
Who's his partner in crime? Corbett, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
Corbett. Not his mother. The one that coaches or referees basketball games. That guy. All right, we'll see you next Sunday. Peace out.
Thank you for having me.